today's gardening and prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you to my backyard on this overcast afternoon. I'm trying to beat the rain and get some carrot seeds planted. So I'm going to be talking about my carrots a little bit more. Let's adjust this camera so we can get busy before the rain comes rolling in. Okay, this is my first big pot. I have loosened up the soil in it, made sure that there's no sticks, no stones, nothing. That it's good loose soil because your carrots will grow better in loose soil. And this is, of course, the top dressing of Epsom salt. I have some lower into the pot. Want to make sure there's no big chunks of wood or anything in it. Leaves. Uh, the leaves I have in here are mulched down and chopped up real good. Big pieces of leaves will cause your seeds to not germinate because they like to germinate in the soil. And this is bone meal. Carrots are a root crop. They need a lot of bone meal. And I like this. There's ground bone meal and there's chips of bone meal. So it's going to take a while for this to break down. You want to make sure that it gets mixed in real good. Now I also have some chicken manure in here as well, because you do need some nitrogen because they're going to be growing leaves, but you want to focus especially on it being a root crop and making sure that you got good nutrients, balanced nutrients for the carrot roots. Because you don't want to just be growing carrot tops. You want carrots. And this is a real deep tree pot. So that way you get longer carrots. The deeper the pot, the bigger, longer the carrots have to grow. And this first pot, I'm going to be planting Scarlett Nantes carrots, which is a very good carrot. They can get 6 inches or longer, which is what you're wanting. Good, long, healthy, beautiful carrots. And I just sprinkle my seeds out. And I'm going to be planting 2 packs because this is a big pot. But I want to make sure all the seeds are out. Okay, that one's empty. And then I'm going to finish filling this side up. This is the perfect time, especially where I'm at, to be starting your carrots so they can get a good start before it gets way too hot. And you just sprinkle them around really good. Make sure they get all around the pot. And I can feel the rain sprinkles. It's a coming, y'all. I'm trying to beat the rain. Always double check because I don't want to leave no seed behind. Now what I'm going to do is come back and lightly cover them. Because they only need to be covered by 1/4 inch. I think everybody and their grandmother that can make loud noise has come by here today, I swear. And of course you want to make sure that everything's weed free. Okay. And of course you want good seed to soil contact. So I'm going to gently tap it in. It's not hard to grow carrots. Not at all. Anybody can do it. You can do it in grow bags as long as they're deep grow bags. Big tree pots, 5-gallon buckets, 3-gallon buckets. You can grow you some carrots. And they taste so much better when they're homegrown and you know what's in them. What went into your soil, what you fed them, and everything. Now, we're going to move over to the next big pot because I'm going to be doing cosmic purple carrots. So, let me pause this and let's get to moving. Alright, this is the second pot. Now, I have Epsom salt on the top. I have put Epsom salt lower down into the pot. I just want to mix this up real good. Make sure there's no clumps, big leaves, no weeds germinating. Want to get that good mixed in. And look for grub worms. If you find any grub worms, you definitely want to kill those as well because they will tear up your plants. Okay, that's a good dose of bone meal. We'll mix that in real good. I love growing carrots. They are so easy and have so much more nutrition in them when they're homegrown. And especially organically grown as well. Now, another thing I have in my soil, I have quite a bit of sand. That way, good drainage, and it keeps your soil loose and aerated. The looser your soil, the better your carrots will be, and the deeper they'll grow. You got to feed your babies. You have to feed your plants. Okay, I'm going to level out the surface. Okay, these are cosmic purples. And I'm doing 2 packages in this big pot as well because it can hold them. Well, the good thing I'm planting the whole pack. Now, cool, you get quite a bit in there. I might only have to do one pack. Now, of course, if it's just for you, you don't have to plant as many, but it's always good to have where you can can up you some carrots, you can add it to your soups, all kinds of things. And like I said, I'm just going to sprinkle them. Yep, I think I'm going to save that second pack for another pot, which I have some more over there. I just got to get them cleaned out. That was nice. That was real nice. And like I said, you only want to cover them up about a quarter of an inch. And since I know rain's coming, I'm not going to water them in. I know there's a lot of tricks to germinating carrots, but I have no trouble germinating them. Of course, tap them down good. Make sure you have good soil contact. You got to make sure you have good seed to soil contact. Now, if you're like me and you have what I deem thug squirrels, squirrels that enjoy getting into stuff way too much, I'll show you a trick that I use, and it also keeps the rain from beating your seeds around too much. And it keeps the tree seeds out of your beds. And I have two of these. I'll put another one on the other side, and I'll put a brick on this side to make sure that the wind doesn't get to them and it holds them down. And see, this way the rain will still get to them, but the rain won't beat your seeds up out of the soil. Simple, easy. Anybody can do this. You can also use plastic on top, but you got to make sure that once the seeds start to germinate, you take that plastic off, or make sure that the water, which is why I use the screens, the water will beat down the plastic and you'll have a puddle in the middle. But I've used weed barrier, the breathable weed barrier on top before. It works really good as long as it doesn't get onto into your pot and kill your seeds that have germinated. This way, the sun still gets to them, and the rain is kept at bay. It will get to it, but it won't beat them down. It won't get the force of the raindrop. So I've got to go get my other screen and put it on this side. Or if you wanted to, you could use old windows that you recycle. You can find windows easily on sides of road and somebody's garbage where they're getting rid of them, or they're doing a house remodel and they don't want the old windows. All you gotta do is ask, look around and ask. Simple, easy. Anybody can plant carrots. You can grow your own food. Need to grow as much as you possibly can this year. And from now on, I will bring you back for an update when these babies start to germinate. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Remember to continue to stock up on food that is healthy and nutritious, that will sustain you, medicines that will heal you, protection of all kinds, and the bare necessities. This is simple. This is organic gardening. Organic gardening is the easiest way to garden because you don't have to worry about nothing else. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Y'all stay safe and sound, and may you each be blessed. Hoot, hoot. I'll see you soon.